What's up, guys? Welcome back to Austin Slade Adventures. This weekend I'm going to be doing a 3-day, 2-night backpacking trip at the Standing Indian Loop in Nantahala National Forest. So I just arrived a little bit ago. It's almost 6 p.m. right now, and the sun goes down at 6:40. So I'm kind of scrambling for a camp spot. But I'm gonna find one real quick, and then I will catch up with you guys in the morning.
Well, good morning, everyone. Just woke up. It's about 8:15. I slept really hard. Had a nice big fire last night. Beef stroganoff for dinner. I'm gonna get up and make some breakfast, or make some coffee, and then pack up and get on the trail. Let's do it.
Okay, so I made it up to Albert Mountain, or Albert Peak, or Peak Albert, Mount Albert, and it's awesome up here. This is the first kind of vista you get on this hike if you come from the clockwise version, which is what I'm doing. There is a fire tower. So if you're thinking about doing this loop, looks like there's some pretty cool camp spots on Albert Mountain, but as I understand it, pretty popular. So where I came from was Long Branch Trail, and as soon as you get up on the AT, there's a pretty cool spot, maybe a mile past the intersection. There's also a shelter up here, so pretty good spot too. So last night what happened was I got here really close to sunset, so I got up on the trail and had to night hike a bit. First, check out this view. But I night hiked a bit and then finally found a spot to camp. Had to set up camp in the dark. Probably hiked maybe 2 or 3 miles in total last night. Planned on doing maybe 13 or 14 today, maybe a little bit more, I'm not sure. We'll see. Should be fun. So I am notoriously bad for planning my trips well. Like, I know good places to go and everything, but as far as camping and water and, you know, general survival stuff, I'm pretty bad at planning out where I'm going as far as this trail goes. But shout out to my boy Ethan for reminding me about hiking project. I don't know if that's like a everybody can post on there or what, but the post for this trip was really useful and I enjoyed reading about it. And so they put on there that this hike is pretty mild, and so far they're right, it is pretty mild. It's been a really nice hike. Hey Austin, got a question for you, man. Yeah, Devin, what's up? Well, I was just wondering, what kind of food do you bring on a 3-day, 2-night backpacking trip like this? Oh man, Devin, great question. You know, you're obviously a very seasoned hiker, backpacker, and you're just asking what a moderately seasoned or moderately experienced backpacker might bring on a trip like this, let me tell you. So on a trip like this, what I did bring is 2 Mountain House meals for dinner, the ever nutritious ramen noodles and canned chicken for lunch. And I brought some Lar bars and nabs, aka Lance crackers, for my snacks. Now I brought some Biscoff cookies, snack as well, dessert. Then I brought instant coffee, Death Wish, not so good. It was pretty horrible this morning actually. And then I brought some Pop-Tarts, also a bad decision. They rain terror on your stomach when you're hiking, but I continue to do it. So maybe change that if you're asking for suggestions. So as you can probably hear, I made it to Betty Creek Gap, and looks like there's a fair amount of water here. I'm guessing from all the rain this past week, but I'm in desperate need of water. So I'm gonna filter some and then eat a snack and get back on the trail. I changed my mind. I'm hungry. And so I figure since I'm near water, I'll just grab some water, cook with it. That way I have a full 2 liters to work with the rest of the day. So the system I'm using to cook on this trip is the ever new alcohol stove. I'm using the yellow bottle of heat. I just put it in this Diet Coke bottle. And a Vargo aluminum windscreen / pot stand. So I'm gonna make some noodles and eat them. Now we wait. Something to keep in mind when using an alcohol stove is it can be really easy to pour some alcohol on the rim to get it primed, but to spill it on whatever's around. So what I do is I move all the leaves, all the brush, anything that's underneath it away, so it's just dirt. Because I do pour a little bit on the brim and that gets it going, but that way you don't start a forest fire or it doesn't get out of control or something like that. It just burns away on the dirt and you'll be fine. All right, well now I am nice and full. I just sent my wife a message on my new Zoleo and it was delivered, so I feel a little bit better about that now. She knows I'm safe and where I'm at, and time to keep hiking. Let's get there. Hey Austin, got another question for you. Yeah, cool, Devin, what's up? Well, I was just wondering what kind of cool backcountry stuff you do when you're backpacking. Oh man, another killer question from Dev. Well, the truth is not much. I might make a fire, set up my tent, but tonight I'm watching Netflix. I downloaded some episodes of Merlin. So I haven't watched that in a while, so I'm gonna start that and enjoy myself. Oh, it's cool. One of my favorite things about Merlin is the beginning, the intro, whenever they show the montage of things in the what is that called? Like before the show. Anyways, when the girl's like, Merlin. Have you guys seen Merlin? Do you like it? Let me know. Also, don't ask me why my alter ego's name is Devin, because I've got no idea. I just picked a name, but I think my wife thinks it's hilarious. Looks like we are coming up on a ridge that we're going to be walking on. And by we, I mean me and you. Us. We. So, I just passed Little Ridgepole Mountain. And super weird. Somebody left like an entire backpack, all their water and everything like stuffed under an emergency blanket. I couldn't find anybody around. I shouted, but I think they're all right. Weird. Maybe I'll call the ranger station when I get off the mountain. Anyways, on another note, I've been walking on this ridge for a while and it's pretty sweet. Got a thin covering of trees right here, but I don't think it's coming across on the camera that well, but it's kind of a misty haze over the mountains. Looks super cool. Check out these bad boys. Bet you there's a bunch of gnomes living in there. Well, while we're just walking out here, you know, we, me and you, us, let's just jump into the mind of Austin. Devin won't be there, I promise. I was thinking about last night and the night's sleep I got. So I was interrupted because I just came up on this AT shelter. I didn't even know it was here, but it was pretty cool. Nice campfire area. Nice little place to sit, a table, everything. Nice. But like I was saying, let's just jump into the mind of Austin. I was thinking about the sleep I got last night and I slept pretty well. I'm using a synthetic bag. It's made by Vod from, I think, Germany. And it's a 22 comfort rated bag. So plenty warm for what I was doing. It was supposed to get down to like 26, but I think it was around 30 last night. But I was surprised that my back was warm all night, or my side, because my sleeping pad is only a 1.8 R value, which should only really be summer. Maybe some spring or fall, but that's pretty cold sleeping pad. But it was a nice surprise. I was warm all night. Maybe it has to do with the synthetic insulation. Who knows? The other thing I wanted to talk about real quick is, because this is my first solo trip, I wanted to give some genuine feedback for anybody else thinking about doing their first solo trip. So before I came, I was a little apprehensive, a little nervous, of course. Never hiked out into the backcountry and camped alone. I have camped alone, but it was near my house, relatively. So once I got over the nerves, it's been really cool. It's been very, obviously, quiet and some introspective time, but I've really enjoyed it. And I would encourage anybody that wants to do it to do it. There are a couple things that I would say, and they're pretty much for general safety. So let people know where you're going, send them the link to a map, like let them know where you'll be camping if you figure that out. I usually don't, which is probably not good. But most importantly, if you're gonna be backpacking alone, carry a satellite communicator or something that can send your location and has an SOS button. I've seen like 4 or 5 people today that are hiking alone and don't have one. Then I saw that backpack, nobody attached to it. I don't know, it just kind of weirds me out. Like, why would you not carry something like that? It's your life and nobody's with you. So be smart, but I would say do it. It's fun. So it looks like that storm really did a number on this area. You'll see that is one tree, the entire base. And the tree's huge. And there's one on top of it that snapped off. And if you look right here, it's another tree, entire tree with its whole base. And it's right in the middle of the trail. That's nuts. Okay, so here's the plan. I'm going to try to find camp. It is now 3:41. So I want to try to find camp by 5. So I got plenty of daylight. And if I can get to Standing Indian, oh my gosh. If I can get to Standing Indian and find camp there, that'll put us at 14 miles for the day, which is good. My feet are starting to hurt and I'm a little ways from there. But yeah, so find camp, chill for a bit, have some dinner, and then I'll show you around camp, show you what gear I brought. All right, see you there. All right guys, that is gonna do it for part 1 of this trip. Make sure you stay tuned for part 2 and consider subscribing if you like this kind of stuff. I do trip videos like this, cycling and backpacking gear reviews, and just cycling in general. So if you like all that kind of stuff, feel free to subscribe. Thanks for joining me. This has been Austin Slade Adventures. I'll see you in the next one.